Isang malaking awesome and thank you so much guys. Maraming salamat sa mga patuloy na sumusuporta dito sa Oso de Chismoso. And ako nga pala si Oso Bear na I've been here since 2017. I've been trying to share you guys my wins, my losses, and of course, publicly sa YouTube, sa Facebook, and everywhere kung saan nyo man ako makikita. And big shoutout sa asawa ko and of course kay Yahuwah. And big shoutout sa mga maaga na nandito. Yan. Mga nag-review pa din kahit nevertheless what happens to the market. And right now, guys, may papakita ko sa inyong napaka-importante which is may signal na tayo na nag-flash. That's why I was a little bit confident that there will be a retrace. Hindi ko sinasabing bull run. It will be a retrace. Okay, because I was wrong already. Okay, that we will be holding the prices of 100K. So, I will explain to you guys, and I was able to find a reason why we are continuously going down. And hanggang saan ba talaga? So, we'll both conclude, pares natin i-conclude, kung hanggang saan ba talaga yung kayang gawin na itong market na to, mainly for Bitcoin. Okay, but for now, guys, let's talk about the price of Bitcoin in a lower time frame. Let's talk about lower time frame for now. So, sa 4 hours, nag-overheat na rin yung ating RSI. Okay? So guys, big shoutouts nga pala muna sa mga nandito. Ayan, kay Steven Linos, kay PJVB, kay 62, pati kay Big Fella. Big shoutouts sa inyo guys. And big shoutouts sa asawa ko, of course, na nanonood. Share nyo ako sa Facebook, sa iba't ibang social media so that we will be able to reach out a lot of people before this market really pumps. So katulad na sinabi ko sa inyo, sasabihin ko sa inyo live kung talagang magpipivot na yung market. So we did try to say the first dump, the first bottom na tingin ko. So we don't have the second bottom yet. Okay, yun yung curse ng Oso de Chismoso is to get in early and tends to because of the technical analysis na tinitingnan natin without having a sufficient knowledge sa fundamentals. So, yun yung inaaral ko lately and yun yung mga tinitingnan ko sa mga, sa market ngayon kasi yun nga yung nangyayari. So, but anyways, let me talk about the technical analysis for now. So, nag-overheat na ulit tayo pero isa lang yung overheating indicator natin which is yung stochastic RSI natin. Okay, but that's not how you read the market. So ngayon may divergence na tayo. Yun yung isa lang sa pinakamaganda. And what you want on a lower time frame or sa 4 hour is you want the market to be broken sa 96. Okay, kasi we've been trying to test these levels and the only bad thing sa technical analysis natin or sa charts is we have a lower low. Okay, so pagising natin 92,900 yung market. Okay, and I told you guys that this is the last level that I am going to look at, which is 92. I don't want to see 88. Okay, kasi I'm very sure that when we break that that 88, okay, kahit dikit lang siguro sa 88,300, it will enter or open a Pandora's box. So when I say Pandora's box, this is going to influence even the whales. That we are really in a bear market, that the retail is so strong that they have come into a conclusion, naiisa na. Okay, ano ibig sabihin nun? Naiisa na yung perception nila na ito na yun, na last na talaga, na will be coming back by 2027 na. Okay, na when we say 2027 to 2027, that's gonna be the resurgence or gusto nang bumalik ng market sa 2027. But I will show you or babalikan natin yung Benner's chart later. Pero for now, we'll talk about the technical analysis first. This is going to be a quick live just to really explain or expose to you guys yung mga nakikita ko and yung mga bias ko sa market na to. Okay, so sa 15 minutes, mas kita-kita siya. We've been trying to retrace that one. Ito lang yung pinakapangit dito. We don't know if this is real. Okay, I cannot say furthermore. Kasi ang hirap hanapin nito sa ang dami kasing kumbaga yung derivatives natin guys sa decentralized, yun yung nagpapagulo ng mga on-chain data natin which mamaya explain ko din sa inyo. Lakay, big shoutouts kay XC, big shoutouts. Yan, Bear is here daw. Ayan, tignan natin. Okay. So, ito na yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. Okay. Midterm, we definitely entered a bear market. Short term, we entered bear market when we broke 100k. So, when we entered 92k this morning, last 12 hours or so, I can guarantee you that we entered the mid bear market. Okay. So, mid bear market can last at least 3 months, no? By January pa tayo pwedeng bumalik. And I would say, dun pa lang magkakaroon ng confidence in the market again. Okay, so we were too excited. Yun yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. We were too excited to buy in the market because I've been seeing a lot of macro strength and of course, technical analysis. Doon lang naman tayo nag-iikot. Binalikan ko yung sentiments natin. So, doon pa rin naman siya nakatingin. Pero ngayon, ang nangyayari is ginagamit yung sentiment natin or yung buong sentiment analysis, no? Pati yung fear grid meter is casually being used always. So, dun tayo na-invalidate most of the time because ito nga yung usual thing na madaling intindihin at ito yung gagamitin ng institutional players. So, tulad ng sinabi ko, this is not our game anymore, no? Hindi katulad ng 2017 and 2021. That's why it's very hard for me to really adapt right now. I have to let go yung mga natutunan ko back 2021. Mainly yung mga nasa 2020, 2019. Okay? And I really wish that I am new to the market right now. So, kung new kayo sa market right now, and ngayon pala kayo nagsisimula. Diba back in August, sabi ko sa inyo, if bago ka sa market, umalis ka na ngayon. Do not put in your money yet. Okay? Wherein, you can just place it on USDT, stay lang muna, then watch, and try to learn as much as you can and as fast as you can. Okay? Yun yung sinasabi ko during that time, August. Pwede nyo balikan yung mga live videos or short videos natin doon. Big shoutouts kay Sinabunan yan. Big shoutouts sa inyo. Kay Reynald, big shoutouts. Yeah. Okay. So, right now, ito yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. So, sa daily time frame, we already flashed the liquidity. So, meron tayong tinatawag na liquidity. So, chart. Ito yung indicator natin for that. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, yung flows or yung outflows na nangyayari ngayon is it's super massive to the point na it produced this first etong indicator na to dito basta nagsabi siya ng bottom. Okay, and dito tayo, naalala nyo, dito tayo bumili. Okay, because I'm trying to forefront yung magiging price ni Bitcoin, which is dito sa 103. Nung nag-breakout tayo dun sa triangle. So, ginamit yung pattern against the retail na tulad ko na nagbabase lang sa mga pattern. Nadali tayo dun. That's true. Okay, so that's why we bought in 101. Pagka-breakout, diba, na-trigger yung long ko. Okay, which is kinlose naman natin before it even hit the SL. Pero it's still a loss. Nakita nyo naman yun sa last live natin. So ngayon, the question is, what are the chances that we will be supported by this 91, no? So may tayo fair value gap kasi dito eh. Ito na, hit na natin to. Multiple times, invalidated, boom. Okay, so ngayon, ito yung pinaka-support natin, which is 93,115, which is also a bullish bounce. If just in case that we bounce there, that's going to signal us a confidence in the market that this is being played by whales. So which pinakita ko rin sa last live natin na this is being played by whales. Okay? Na yung mga outflows na nakikita nyo is just newly created wallets na may biglang malalaking bulto ng Bitcoin. So like 10 Bitcoin, 100 Bitcoin, 1,000 Bitcoin. Pero was just held under 3 months. Okay? So ngayon, kung titingnan natin, okay, refresh na natin. Ayan. So 10% lang yung naging drop natin for the last week, no? But with the last month, nasa ano na tayo? 22 tingnan natin just to be sure. Okay. I-include natin tong fake liquidity, of course. Kailangan yan. Okay, nasa may nearly 26% na tayo. Okay, so the target was 27. Okay, 27, pero I will be confident right now if magkaroon tayo ng cross dito sa MACD natin. Okay, so meron na tayong hit 1, may hit 2 na tayo dito. Okay, so doon ako na nagkakaroon ng parang, parang magkakaroon na tayo ng parang pivot. Okay, so dito ko yung sinasabi na baka mag-retrace tayo dito sa line na to or sa channel na to. Okay, which is 100K. Or, pag nagkaroon ng another complacency, sabihin natin, maging malakas yung complacency, magkaroon tayo ng 108, tsaka tayo mag-retrace. Okay, mag-retrace or tumuloy to pababa. Pwede mangyari yun. Which is part siya ng complacency, fear greed structure ng market. Okay, so eto na, tingnan nyo to. Sabi ni Kobe AC, kita to sa live guys, papakita ko lang sa inyo ng maayos para okay, ako na lang magbabasa para sa inyo. So sabi ni Kobe AC, what is happening in crypto? Over the last 41 days, which is yun nga yung tinatrack natin, crypto has erased 1.1 trillion in market cap and 27 billion per day. Hindi ko alam kung saan nila dinadala, ano nangyayari dito, okay? Pero this is clearly a collective traders or investors trying to sell. Okay? Pero sabihin natin, pagpalagay natin, US mainly yung talagang nag-sell ng market. Okay? Pero ang PR si Donald Trump. So pasahin natin na crypto nears 4.3 trillion in market cap. Okay? Then, Trump announces 100% on tariff. Biglang binawi niya yan, di ba? Binawi niya to nung nandito na. Kaya umangat siya. So, largest liquidation event in crypto history. That is true. Okay? Nevertheless, kahit hindi natin nakita yung price to go down further, back to 2 trillion, or sabihin natin, price to go back to 60, 70,000 per Bitcoin, we did not see that. Okay? So now, ito na. Trump says American will be number 1 in crypto. Biglang bumagsak. Market did not react. Distrust in Trump. Yung tinatawag natin doon sa last live. Crypto erases 1.1 trillion in 41 days. Okay, next. Okay, so this dito tayo. Yan. So, tingnan nyo ta. This decline has been staged or strange for one key reason. Okay. There haven't been many material bearish developments on the fundamental side of crypto. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na weird. Okay? Hindi ko makita yung rason bakit tayo nagpapasok ng bear, but bakit hindi ko siya makita doon sa mga usual indicators. Sabihin natin NUPL, MVRVZ, wala tayong mga on-chain indicators or on-chain data na nagsasabi na talagang papasok tayo doon. Kasi before we even do so, okay, magpapakita agad siya eh. Okay, before we even do so, magpapakita na to like a week before, one month before. Yung ginagawa natin dati is magsiset lang tayo ng alert. Okay? Tapos, pag nagko-cross na doon yung numbers, sabihin natin, set ko lang yung number. Pag nag-cross doon, whether up or down, okay, mag-a-alert siya. Magti-trigger siya sa email ko, magti-trigger siya sa text message, or magti-trigger siya sa mismong app, sa phone. So, ito hindi. Kaya ako nagtataka at nagiging complacent ako para hindi tignan yung market na, hindi naman niya magbe-bear, hindi pa yung magbe-bear. Okay, when I say hindi pa yung magbe-bear is we don't assume that there will be a 2-year bear market or prolonged bear market. And to mind you guys, when there is bear market sa mga stocks, not SPX, okay? Pagpalagay natin stocks, sabihin na lang natin traditional, okay? Sa mga traditional market na hawak ko ngayon, pagpalagay natin, sige, sabihin natin Bilibili. Okay. Yan. Lagyan natin to sa Bilibili. Okay. Papakita ko sa inyo yung pinupunto ko, ha? Okay. Kung bakit mas matapang ako sa stocks na mag-buy bottom kung magsa-stocks tayo. Tingnan nyo to. Nasaan na ba? Punta tayo sa Riot. Ito. Tingnan nyo to. Market releases Riot Platforms. So sabi natin, boom, release, biglang multi-year yan. Multi-year bear market yan. Okay, listen to me multi-year bear market yan. It means 4,536 days. Okay, so from 2007 hanggang 2020, tsaka lang to nag-research ng malakas. Okay, and tsaka siya to bubulwak ng sobrang taas. Okay, which is that has been the move for Nvidia. That has been the move as well for AMD. That has been the move for Microvisions. That has been the move for Palantir. That has been the move for big assets katulad ng sabihin natin Tesla, yes, of course. Okay. Those are the the thing, okay? Lagi siyang ganun, okay? Hindi ko man sinasabing 100%, pero multi-year, it enters multi-year and bigla siyang magre-research. So, bakit ko to sinasabi sa inyo? It's because, okay, I want to tell you guys, okay, or just to introduce you, if you want a bear market for Bitcoin, tapos totoong nasa, era tayo ng mga institution, or nasa kamay tayo ng institutional players, it means you're saying that if this capitulates, magtatagal to hanggang 2028. Okay? Ibig sabihin, 2028 na hindi pa rin bumabangon yung crypto or yung Bitcoin. Okay, and there will be just flash outs ng liquidity sa iba't ibang assets. So sabihin natin, nakita nila na may liquidity pa na pwedeng kunin, sabihin natin sa internet ICP, sabihin natin, pwede pa nila i-drain nila to. Nevertheless, yun yung nangyayari sa mga penny stocks, yun yung nangyayari sa mga GME, okay, sa GameStop. Yun yung nangyayari. That's why they keep on trying to short those assets so that they keep on draining it. They can keep on draining it. Okay? Na kahit nagdadump yung market doon for multi-year, okay, kumikita sila. Okay? Because yun yung tinatawag na behavior. Okay? So, they will take advantage of that. Ngayon, sinasabi nyo ba sa akin that now that we already handed it out to the institution, yung crypto, okay, are you telling me, okay, that this market, once it enters, yung sinasabi mong bear market, pag sinabi mong bear market, you're telling me by 2029 pa to babangon or 2030, okay? Let's support it with fundamentals, guys, okay? Mamaya papakita ko sa inyo ulit yung Benner's chart natin. Pero let's go back with this one first, okay? So, dito, ayan. So, it also appears to be a structural and mechanical downturn. It all began with institutional outflows in mid to late October. In the first week of November, okay, crypto funds saw 1.2 billion of outflows. Okay, so ETF to. Pwede natin sabihin natin ETF, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the reason why we're saying about this is because we're bridging this idea. Papasok dito sa leveraging crypto is unique. It is common for speculators to take a position that are levered at 20x, 50x, or even 100x. So, basically, nasa crypto gambling tayo season, okay, because of the so as seen below, 2%, okay, move at 100x leverage would liquidate your position. When millions of traders are using leverage, this leads to domino effect. Okay, so hindi sinabi dito na hindi, nasa gambling situation tayo. Nasa gambling season tayo kung bakit nangyayari to. So sabihin natin, back in November 2024, what are the gambling season during that time? Meme coins. Ngayon, ang gambling is DeFi leverage. Okay? And it is becoming so yummy para sa mga sharks. Okay? It means, konting liquidity lang. Sabihin, salpakan natin to ng magandang margin. Diba? Pwede natin i-liquidate yung iba't ibang assets. So, which is yun yung nangyayari for cryptocurrency right now. Okay? So, what we want is to flush out all of those, okay, max lev assets, or max lev liquidity, leverages. Okay? Lalo na pag may magandang liquidity doon sa loob ng asset na yon, okay, it can attract a lot of sharks. So ito 25, 50 tapos 100x. WLFI, yun yung nangyari recently. Kay Pendle, yun yung nangyari recently. Aster, it's happening it right now. Tapos ZEC ngayon, okay, it's coming. Maniwala kayo sa akin. Sa ZEC, mangyayari na yan. Okay? So, the reason why I'm saying this is because I want to be one of those people to tell you na this behavior or psychology, okay, this is very evident. You just have to observe. Okay? Na mukhang meme coin lang din naman to eh. Titignan nyo lang siya in a different perspective. Okay? And that is why the market is having a suffer sa nangyayari. Okay? We have to understand that. Okay? Maliban pa dyan, okay, ito pa. Papakita ko sa inyo. So, seen this chart floating around a lot thoughts. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito yung 4-year cycle na sinasabi nila. Okay, sinasabi nila na we have entered the 4th year na wherein it should be taking profits. Okay, now we should be selling out. Okay, so for me, like I said, okay, kung ganito lang pala kadali ang market, okay, for 4 years, for 4 times since crypto was created, okay, on the 4th time, are you saying that it will still copy or resonate or sabihin natin repeat the history, diba? So some people are saying here dito nung time na to, nandito tayo nasa live din tayo nito. Ito dito tayo also the chismoso, pero sa Discord meron na tayong Discord na kami lang yung member, ako pati asawa ko pati yung mga nauna. I'm saying na hindi pa to yung katapusan because we are being manipulated by companies. Okay, so this is China banning, no? And tapos biglang si Tesla nakisabay. Sabi Tesla is not gonna accept Bitcoin because it is not carbon efficient. Okay, yun yung nagsabi. Yun yung sabi nila. Tapos biglang dito, Elon will be having a meeting with other pro-Bitcoin maximalists. Which is biglang umangat yung market, nagwala sila. Okay. Nandun na tayo nun. Nandito na din tayo sa live nun. Okay, kasi June tayo nagsimula sa YouTube, then July, tapos August nangyari yon, tapos by August, biglang umangat yung market. Okay? So, now, why am I saying this? Nung time na to, sinasabi nila na hanggang dito lang, ito na daw, hanggang dito lang yung 4-year cycle, biglang babagsak na daw. No. Umangat siya. Tapos nandito na, umangat na, sinabi nila, 4-year cycle is gonna change. Okay? 4-year cycle is not gonna happen this time. Okay? Yun yung pinaka-narrative ng lahat. Biglang umangat. Gusto nilang, dito daw, magiging change daw, magiging mas maikli. Biglang babagsak. So, hindi bumagsak, umangat pa ulit. Okay? Nung umangat na, sinabi nila, nga, baka totoo nga, iba na. This time is different. Biglang bumagsak. Nagigets nyo? So ngayon, sinasabi nila na we are in a 4-year cycle. Okay, we are in a 4-year cycle. That's why it's dumping. And this also is psychology. Tingnan nyo ito ha. Pakita ko sa inyo. Okay, so this is also psychology. Kung titingnan nyo, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014. Kaso hindi nyo kita kasi masyadong zoom na. Okay, wait lang. Ay, hindi pa rin kita. Teka. Ito na lang. Yan. Okay. Ano? Okay, so kung makikita nyo, okay, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014. Okay? Guys, type nyo 28 or awesome para makita ko kayo sa live para nakikita ko yung chat nyo. Ayan. Yan. Type nyo lang para makita ko siya. Okay. So, yun nga, tulad ng sinabi ko. Yan, big shoutouts kay Dom Crip, pati kay RJ Production. Yan, big shoutouts kay Reynold. O nga pala, natabunan yung chat mo, Dom. Mamaya, sagutin ko. Tama yung hula mo pala. Nalimutan ko sagutin. Ayan, so ito na, Bitcoin cycle. Ito daw, Ethereum cycle. Ito, early application cycle. Ito, mainstream cycle. Okay, so ito na yung sasabihin ko sa inyo, guys. Okay. So, every 4th year daw, nagkakaroon ng dump. So, ngayon, sinasabi nila, every 4th year. So, ito na yung sinasabi ko sa inyo din. Okay? Tingnan nyo to, kung gaano kataas lang yung ginawa natin sa year to date. 14%. Okay, sige, maraming sasabi, grabe ka naman, para humingi ng 100% para umangat to. Kasi nasa, anong presyo na ba tayo? Okay? Ganun din naman sinasabi natin nung nasa 2021 tayo na hanggang 50k, 60k na lang tayo. Ano yung may name drop sana ako pero hindi ko na name drop. Basta itong dating detector doon or detective sa Puyatan pati sa Bayerner Discord, sabi niya baka hanggang dyan na lang tayo 50, 60k tapos sideways na tayo 4 hanggang 2030 daw. Okay, walang basehan, just like thoughts. Okay, yun yung sinasabi ko. Ngayon, eto may basehan ako, ba't di niya ako papakinggan? Ang basehan ko dito guys, okay, because we are in a mainstream cycle. Totoo to sinasabi niya. It makes sense. Okay, kasi kung nasa mainstream cycle tayo, mas dumami yung mga pwedeng kainin ng shark. Okay? Na ang nangyari sa mainstream is, okay, is slowly bridging yung iba pang mga players for retail. So, majority ng players natin, kung pagsasama-samain sila, talo tayo sa pera. Pero kung sa dami ng ulo, panalo tayo. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, madali tayong i-manipulate by just creating news, by just press release, diba? That's very evident. Okay? Yung kay Trump. Okay? China. Napakadali. Okay? Same thing with geopolitical, sabihin natin immigration issues, etc. Meron tayong 25 viewers, guys. Please do like and share, subscribe. Malaking tulong yan, guys. Magdadrop lang kayo ng comment. Okay, sobrang dali lang nun, guys. Okay, 28 na lang or awesome lang ipapatype ko sa inyo. Okay, so that's why I'm very confident, or sabihin natin, I'm very confident to the point where, because there are a lot of hidden signals or hidden numbers telling us that we are about to extend sa 2026. They're saying, okay, bakit hindi natin sinama yung 2022? Okay? Dapat supposedly nga to 2018, ito usog to 2010 to. Ewan kung bakit anong ginawa niya dito para masabi niya na 2011. Okay? So just to like, okay, be holistic about it. I'm very sure that 22 dito, ito 23, ito 23 dapat to, ito 24 dapat to. Kung titingnan nyo yung numbers, dapat to 24. Yung 25, okay, is going to be dapat the 14. Okay? So, it means there is a missing year. Okay? Why? It's because mainstream adoption or mainstream cycle wherein pumasok, ang mga majority unang pumasok is may pera. Okay? At marunong na sa market. Batak na sa market. May alam sa market. Ngayon, yung mindset nila, dinala nila sa atin. Okay, instead of us enforcing our own rules here in cryptocurrency. Na matagal na nasa crypto, biglang pumasok ang mga institutional, pumasok ang mga venture capitalists, pumasok ang mga nasa stocks, mga brokers, etc. It means sila ang masusunod. Okay? Hindi tayong masusunod. Hindi masusunod ang 4-year cycle natin. Okay, sabihin natin. Okay? Madami nga tayo. Katulad ng sa Pilipinas, madami tayo sa Mactan, marami tayo nung nandun tayo sa Legazpi. Okay? Marami tayong mga Pilipino nun. Isang barko lang ang pinadala na anakan tayo ng pagkadami-dami. At dinala natin ang mga apelido nila hanggang ngayon. Tandaan nyo yan, guys. Okay? Hindi nyo naiisip yun. Isipin nyo maigi, guys. Isipin nyo maigi. Okay? They have more power. Okay? And money is power. Okay? You have to understand that. Okay? But also, what's more scarier than that is they have more wisdom than the current players or the players of cryptocurrency for over the 2017 hanggang papunta dito sa 2025. Okay? And how do I say that? Ano yung basehan ko? Ano yung clue ko doon? Ano yung proof ko dyan? Pansinin nyo na lang kung gaano kabilis natin mag-react sa market. At yung mga data na pinakita ko sa inyo last live, okay, shows that these sellers are not the whales. Okay? When we say the whales, okay, hindi ibig sabihin whale matagal na sa crypto. Okay, hindi. Yun nga yung nakakatakot eh. Matagal, hindi pa sila matagal sa crypto pero hindi sila nagbebenta. Ano ibig sabihin nun? E di yung mga institutional players, bankers, or even mga secret society, sabihin na lang natin, di ba? Mga ayaw magpakita. Ayaw ma-document. Kaya nasa ano sila, nasa crypto na sila ngayon. Sabihin natin. Nagigets nyo? I hope that makes sense. Okay? Kasi ito, papakita ko sa inyo. Saan na ba? Hindi pala ito yan. Teka. Hindi pala ito yan. Teka. Ito. Okay. So, this is equivalent of QT for crypto. If true. Sabi natin. Boom. Okay. To me, the weakness in crypto has all the signs of a market maker or two with a major hole in their balance sheet. A shark circling to trigger a liquidation, dumping a price of Bitcoin. Why? Because people are keep on leverage trading. Okay? They are trackable. Also, why? It's because of DeFi leverage trading. Okay, so nandun na sila sa mga Hyperliquid, Avant, sabihin natin, ganun, Aster, etc. Diba? It's becoming popular. Okay. Maganda nga naman doon kasi, diba, hindi mo kailangan doon ka sa centralized exchange like Binance, etc. So, Binance concluded to do the same, no? Na magkaroon sila ng sarili nilang DeFi leverage trading, which is Aster. Okay. Is the pain short term? Yes, sabi dyan. Okay, so Tom Lee, siya yung nagsabi na Ethereum will go to 100k. So, this is not the time to use leverage. Don't get liquidated. Why? It's because kung maliit nga naman ang inyong margin, mabilis kayong ililiquidate. Mabilis kayong iti-trigger ng SL. Mabilis kayong ililiquidate. Okay, sabi natin, nakakross kayo, nakalimutan nyo mag-set ng SL. What happens? What will happen? Diba? Ako, nagsiset pa lang ako ng hinabol ko kasi yung trigger. Ang nangyari, isiset ko pa lang yung SL ko. Pero mataas yung leverage ko. Yung multiplier. Nakalimutan kong ibaba yung yung margin. Nag-auto set siya. So, ang nangyari, na-trigger agad ako. Gumalaw lang ng $300 yung Bitcoin. Na-liquidate ako. Ganon kaliit yung margin ko. Ganon lang kaliit yung pansalo ko. Kahit na-across na yan. Isipin nyo yan. So, anong point ko dito, guys? Okay, just to really wrap it up for you guys. Sabi natin, sige, totoong nag-trigger na nga tayo ng bottom. Sige, patulang ko to ngayon. Okay, which is pinatulan ko na nga. Nag-DCA naman na tayo eh. Okay? Ngayon, hanggang saan to? Yun yung maganda. So, may mga moving average tayong babantayan. Okay? Kasi over the years, over the times, many times, we get rejected on moving averages 20. So, probably, let's say, tama to. Ito na tayo. Okay. Ngayon, nag-print out tayo ng kalabaw dito. Sabi natin, ito, kalabaw. Ito, kalabaw. Ito, bottom. Ito, bull run. Okay, bull. Okay, indication ng bull. Which is dito kayo pinasakay. Maalala nyo? 83, 82k dahil sa kalabaw. Wala pa naman tayong kalabaw. Pag to nagkalabaw, sasabihin ko sa inyo, guys. Okay, kasi ito edited na to indicator sa PineScript. Chinat GPT na natin to. Pero yan, tingin mo magkaka-short squeeze soon. Hindi ko masasagot yan. Alam mo kung bakit? Yun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Ang dali dati. Pero nung si Hyperliquid lang yung kaisa-isahang asset or kaisa-isang platform na gumagawa ng DeFi leverage, ang dami na ngayon, umirap siya palalo. Okay, naging mahirap siya lalo. So, anong kaalamanan natin na merong indicator na ang nakagamit pa lang is mga institutions. Tapos nagbabayad sila para lang doon sa indicator na yon na humigit kumulang mga milyon-milyon just to snipe out this information. What are the chances? Pero here's what I can guarantee you guys. We are not in a 2-year bear market season. Okay, probably we'll be trading down more days before we can really get back. Okay, but there is one clue already. We have bottom here. We have, okay, the W for logarithmic. This cannot go further down. Okay, sa one day sa one day, pero sa 1 week ito lang yung mabaho. Okay, malapit na siya pero may divergence kasi tayong problema. Okay, it means nasa choke tayo. Ibig sabihin may konting squeeze pang mangyayari na matatrap yung mga bulls na kala nila aangat na talaga, tsaka tayo magfa-flash crash, tsaka sila magfi-flip, tsaka dun sila madadali, which is lagi kong nakikita yan dati, which is kahit sa traditional options or sa options sa forex, nakikita ko siya. Okay, nakikita ko na to dati. So ito dito nakikita din natin siya dito, yung pivot dito katulad nito. Dito tayo nadali din dati. Bumili na tayo agad dito ng mga assets. Okay, katulad ng Arbitrum, XMR, bili-bili hanggang sa bumagsak. Nanlambot ako nun. Kala ko kasi babagsak pa. Hanggang sa hindi na. Tapos bumalik yung liquidity, God candle. Dito na tayo nagsabi na babalik to. Pumasok na tayo. So 18K, bumalik man siya, mabilis lang. Thor hammer, lalong naging bullish. So ngayon, ito din yung nakikita ko din dito. We're being manipulated. Pero nasa loob tayo ng channel. Ito lang yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. Okay. Nasa channel tayo wherein there is a chance to retrace. Pag to, ang retrace na ito, pumasok sa channel na to, okay, which is umangat siya ng 98 to 100K, malaki yung chance natin na babasagin natin yung 102 para i-touch tong moving average. Pag nabasag yan, ang diretsa nan is ito, yung cross, which is itong 108K, which is chinat-call ko na to na doon sa Oso de Chismoso. Sabi ko, don't believe me, papasok tayo ng 108 to 109K. Okay, not now, okay, pero the bottom is really near. Okay, that's the problem. Pag lumobo agad yung long natin, mapupundi tong ano natin. Magdadasal na lang tayo na yung mga whales, kainin nila yung shark kasi mataba na yung shark. So kinakain tayo ng shark, yun yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. Hindi naman malaki pera natin eh. Ngayon nasa 9K pa yung nasa Meraki natin. Hindi tayo mako-consider, baka nasa hipon pa lang tayo, maging hipon pa lang tayo. Okay, maging shrimp kasi 'di ba, around 10K, 'di ba? Tas clownfish pag 50 something, parang gano'n. So yun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, we have to really wait. This is a waiting game para sa mga patient na lang to. Okay, pero kung bakit di kayo makakapag-hintay, it means wala kayong panlaro. Yun ang sasabihin ko sa inyo. Pero kung may panlaro kayo, I'm very sure that you guys will be able to wait. So, find a way na makakuha kayo ng panlaro. So, itong dinrowing ko na to, for 2 weeks na to nandito. Okay. So, nandito pa lang tayo. Ina-assume natin na babagsak na tayo. Which is, nandito pa lang. Last week. Hindi pala 2 weeks ago. Last week, ano ba yung 12? Oo, last week lang pala yan. Kala ko 2 weeks ago. So, last week, okay, nung bumalik siya dun sa triangle, okay, doon na natin i-dinrowing to. Actually, 2 weeks ago pa to eh. Kasi it's either ito babagsak or fake down, tas angat. Tama, 2 weeks pa to. Okay, kasi ang gusto ko, umangat tayo, diretso tayo, tas boom. Tapos na yung bear market, parang ganun. Short-term bear market. Ngayon, indeed, we are in a mid-term bear market. Okay? Furthermore, ang pinakamagandang gusto ko ipakita sa inyo is, nasa na ba yan? Ito. Yan. So, nandito tayo sa channel na to. Ito yung MVRVZ na sinasabi ko sa inyo. Okay, MVRVZ natin, we are not in a bubble territory. Okay, and this is how we were able to also say that there will be a resurgence sa 2021, which is this one, because nangyayari yon. Okay, nangyayari din siya dito, resurgence. Okay, bago siya pumasok dun sa sub-zero para masabing bear market ng tatagal to ng bear market. Ito katulad na resurgence, bumagsak siya doon sa ilalim, tsaka siya bear market. Dito, wala tayong nakitang ganon. Okay? So, wag tayong OA. Makinig tayo sa on-chain. Diba, nakikinig ka sa 4-year cycle? Nakikinig ka sa 4-year cycle, mas makinig ka sa MVRVZ kasi combination yon ng lahat ng mga on-chain na yon at yung numbers na yan to put it here. So, nakikita natin, we are in a ABCDE cycle. Okay, the question is, ma-stop out ba tayo sa 50%? Yan. So, ano yung 50% yan? Ito. Dinrawing din natin to last month. Okay? Kasi we are trying to conclude that we are in a regression channel. So, baka mauntog na tayo dito sa ano na to. Level na to. Okay? So, hindi ko alam kung hanggang saan tong market na to. Pero reactive lang tayo. Sabi is 160, okay? Or 170. Pero yung ibang analyst sinasabi 230, which is pasok siya sa Fibonacci. Pero hindi ko siya kakampihan. Okay, magiging reactive lang tayo, which is dapat naging reactive din tayo dito. Okay, kung naging reactive tayo dito, okay, we were able to really sell it up. Okay. So pero tandaan nyo na lang palagi guys, nung nandito tayo, yun din sinasabi nyo, papasok tayo 30k, hindi naman. Nung nandito tayo, tapos na yung bull market kasi 2 top, okay, MACD, yun pa yung sinasabi nyo. Tapos pag nag-close down siya sa 15k, sabi nyo babalik siya dito kasi walang nakasalo ng 6k. Diba? Nagigets nyo? I mean, hindi siya pasok sa fundamentals. Pinapasok ko lang siya ngayon sa fundamentals. Sundin natin indicator. Wala naman tayong first time natin, never tayo pumasok dito. For the three times na nag-bear market or long years of bear market, pag pumasok siya doon pa lang naman nagsisimula yung bear market. Okay. So, katulad na ito, dito pa lang, tsaka pa lang nagsimula yung bear market. Okay. So, dito din, pumasok na siya. Dito. Okay. Dito. Tsaka pa lang nagsimula yung bear market. Nagets nyo? Okay. So, ngayon, ando pa lang tayo sa choke down. Okay. Choke down bago yung totoong implosion or yung bubble territory. Okay. So, ito din. Wala pa tayo. Nasa choke down pa lang tayo na tinatawag ng MVRVC. Choke down. Okay, choke down. Ibig sabihin, nakokontrol tayo. Controlled yung environment natin. Okay. So, ngayon, ito na sasabihin sa inyo. Walang stimulus, walang printing of money, walang pera para sa lahat. It means walang pumapasok sa crypto. This is all institutional money. Mababaliw tong mga institutional money pag nabigyan tayo ng pera. Kailangan natin ng pera, which is yun yung pinaprocess ni Donald Trump ngayon and other countries like Japan. Okay, magkakaroon silang stimulus. Si China nagmamadali na rin na mag-print ng pera sa M2 nila. And that is why they're buying a lot of oil so that they have more reason to print more money. So, ngayon, kayo mag-isip maigi guys. Okay, magpapatakot kayo sa ganito. Or, lagi na lang kayo magiging takot. Or, ano ba? Ano bang plano niyo sa buhay? Matakot na lang palagi. Panisin na lang palagi. Diba, sisihin niyo ako, sisihin ko sino man pwedeng masisi. No? Or, gagawa kayo ng sarili niyong history na maikwento niyo sa mga anak niyo na may asawa kayong hopeful, nag-hope talaga siya, may faithful siya sa Diyos. Diba? Tapos ikaw, trabahuhin mo lang. Bilang lalaki, you have to really work it out. Okay? So, sabihin natin, babae ka. Walang problema. Babae ka. Kaya, ang sinasabi ko, guys. Okay? Doesn't matter. What matters most is make a change this time. Okay? That you've been doing the same thing over and over again. Takot ka palagi. Okay? Hindi naman na zero yung pera mo, yung spot mo eh. Hindi ka naman na-liquidate eh. Yun yung kinagandahan sa Osa de Chismoso. Hindi tayo na-liquidate. Nagtitiis tayo. Kahit sobrang kating-katin na natin na mag-leverage trading para lang mapabilis na to. Hindi ko gagawin yun sa Meraki, guys. Konti, probably sa mga newly released, katulad doon sa Pi Network, pati doon sa IP story. Ginawa natin yan. Pero saglit lang, hindi naman tayo nagtagal sa leverage eh. Kasi delikado talaga yun. Okay? Delikado talaga siya. Okay? at sulsul nyo pa yon. Okay? Hindi ko kayo sinisisi, pero sulsul nyo yun. Gusto nyo lang matry, gusto nyo makita paano mangyayari pag yung channel natin nagbibigay ng shot calls. Di rin kayo nakasabay. Mas nakasabay pa rin kayo sa gem hunting, mas nakasabay pa rin kayo sa document reading. Umalis kayong may alam, hindi lang basta sunod-sunod na lang sa mga shot calls, kung long or short. Tapos pag na-liquidate, sorry, wala na ako panlaro kasi iba pala yung margin mo. Mas maganda yung play mo. Mas may extra life ka. Ako, last life ko na. Kasi pag nawala pa to, mawawalan na ako ng gana sa crypto. Yun yung sikreto. Hindi kayo mawawalan ng gana kung may panlaro pa kayo. Okay? So, it's up to you guys. Okay? Nasa sa inyo. Pero for me, okay, chismis lang lahat ng yun. Kailangan nyo pa rin aralin, planuin, at kilusan. Nang sa gayon, ang lahat ng to ay ating makamtan. At syempre guys, stay awesome. Goodbye guys. Mag-upload ako ng document. This is about the reason for the Bitcoin price crash and also for the reason for a continued bull case. Ayan, big shoutouts kay Big Fella namigay pa. Pasensya of appreciation lang. Pasensya na, not part of Meraki. It naman tito. Yan. Big shoutouts. Thank you so much. Ano ba ito? Nagpapashort ka ba? Sige, gagawin kita ng live or short video tomorrow about it. Pure it. Na parang walang ibang crypto. It lang. Last life ko na to. Ayoko na sa live. Okay, live pa. Okay, anyways, have a great night guys and stay awesome. Okay? Kita-kits bukas kung magla-live ako patungkol sa Ethereum, okay? Or sabihin natin short recorded video lang, okay? So ayan, binigyan tayo ng 150. Mura lang naman ako eh. I-member mo na lang kaya to. 150 lang din yun eh. Nag-donate ka pa. Bukas na, bukas. Sige, gagawin ko yan. Okay. Mura lang naman ako, hindi mo mamahalin. Okay, yan. Big shoutouts guys. And big shoutouts sa asawa ko. And of course, Yehovah be the glory. Baruch Hashem. Habab. Beshem pala. Habab, Beshem. Yahuwah. Big shoutouts. Okay, safe trading. Walang walang magleleb. Sinabi na doon, nakita nyo. Okay? This is not the time for leverage. Makinig kayo, analyst to. Okay? Have a great night. Thank you sa donation. Thank you.